entering into a new phase of my enchanted forest. If you're new here, then you might not know that this entire forest was used as a junkyard, and when my dad bought this property, I started to restore it. I cleaned up almost 2,000 pounds of garbage from this spot and trying to create like a nature sanctuary. And we still have garbage back here, but we need to bring in an excavator. I'm creating a forest path system where I'm creating all of these paths that kind of link up to each other. Hello! Winnie's enjoying the new trails. So during the first initial phases of creating this space, I did create some trails, but over the last month, my dad helped me carve out new trails, and now I'm clearing them, and I'm also doing some kind of beautification work on some other parts of the forest. We have one section of the trail, which I'm now going to call Rage Row, because it was so difficult to do, and it was just bringing all the anger I have within me to the surface, and I'm gonna touch on that a little bit later. So I'm stepping away from that really difficult section, and I'm gonna focus on all of this, and I'm probably gonna be working on this for the rest of the summer. Winnie needs to say hello. Hi. We love this tree. But first, is matching up with the lines on the leaf. It's really neat. Show me faded color, fields of chamomile, all at once in a dream. We are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. I'm trying to work very carefully around this little community of mushrooms, and then there's some more over here on the moss hill. Hello. As I was making my trails in the summer, I took a lot of time to enjoy my forest, the sun, and to live slowly. When I was creating my enchanted forest, I got really overwhelmed and put a lot of pressure on myself to do a lot of work in a short amount of time. I didn't want to repeat that cycle again, so during this phase, I took intentional time to integrate all of the work I was doing and spend time with Winnie and the nature around me. Closer to the end of the summer, though, I did begin to hustle as the season and weather was beginning to shift. This is my favorite time of the day, around 4:30. Hi, Winnie. And the sun is hitting the trees in all the right spots. And I hit my head. So I made a lot of progress in the forest so far. Today I'm just going to take it a little bit easier, and I really wanted to say that if you ever see one of my relaxing Enchanted Forest videos, just know that that is on the side. So there's one path there, and then there's another path that loops around. And then over here, there's a path that goes all the way around. I particularly love this view because this big alder tree looks so tall and giant. Uh-oh, Winnie must have been here. So I wanted to show you this area of the land. I'm inside the fenced-in garden. So you've seen me garden before, and that's just a small corner of the garden. It's really big, but it's totally all grown over, and where I just came through, that's where the fence has come down, and then the fence is all along there and then all in the back. So I have been considering cutting a hole in the fence because right over here, so this whole fence line here, there's some bushes on the other side of it, and then on the other side of that is my enchanted forest. And so I want to create a path from the enchanted forest into this abandoned part of the garden. So I was thinking about cutting a hole right here, or actually maybe right there, right here. Well, I'm definitely gonna finish Rage Row first. I've been putting it off. So I'm gonna finish that first and then maybe come here. The season is starting to change, and so I kind of need to finish this up before it gets really muddy. So here I am in Rage Row, as I am calling it. This has been the hardest part of the pathway system, and that's because it's really challenging to clear. There's a lot of roots, and a lot of the stuff in here is really prickly. There's a bunch of garbage that's really small in between all of the branches, and it's been really challenging. So the reason that I call it Rage Row is because when I started to try and clear this area, it was bringing up a lot of my suppressed anger, but I did have the realization that it's okay and safe for me to allow those emotions to come to the surface and to release them. When we don't release our anger in a safe way, it creates disease in the body, right? Like dis-ease in the body. I just don't want to continue holding on to those suppressed feelings and see how they affect me. I just really have used this entire row as a way to safely release those emotions that I have been suppressing. what I'm doing is I'm trying to clear a path to that fence that I showed you earlier. My dad has a really bad injury right now, and so the clipper is out of commission until next year, and I don't feel skilled enough to use that bad boy. And so I'm gonna try and dig a hole with these rusted old things. Almost there. Look, I found the hose line. I found the hose line that they must have had back here when it was a working garden. Rock. This is the grass that my dad and I planted at this time last year when we had just finished the path, and it actually grew quite long, and so this was the first mow. We are officially finished the forest pathway trail system, and Winnie loves it. He loves it so much. So I'm all finished and it feels so good. It's so beautiful in here in the fall, and all of the leaves and the moss and everything is just, I don't know, there's just something very quiet and calm about the fall, and I really love that. It's really, really nice to see the forest transitioning at this time of the year. So let me give you a little bit of a tour of what I've done. I've obviously done a lot off camera because I like to do it just for myself, and also I've done so much. But I'm also going to do like an official tour video, like an autumn tour of the Enchanted Forest and Secret Garden, so stay tuned for that. But let's go on a walk. So you can come in through here and you can keep going and go off into those directions, or you can come around here. So let's go around here. There's the new path, which we'll go into after. And then here is one of the other paths that's leading us down this way. And so here we go. So this view here of the alder tree has been one of the biggest surprises of this entire project. I didn't expect to have this really amazing view right here, and I feel like the height of this alder tree and where it is, it makes everything feel so big and so tall. I think it's really cool to see all of the big stones. I'm not sure if I've mentioned, but my dad said that this is a piece of granite. And yeah, I just think it's so pretty. I really, really love this view. Here's my pile. Oh my god, it looks hilarious. It's so big. So we keep coming around here. I can walk all the way around. There's my next pile. The other pile just got too big for me to be able to keep putting stuff on, so I had to make another pile. So I have 3 piles around the yard now. And we come around here. And I also love this. I filmed a few videos in front of this tree. So here is Rage Row. The roots around here are just made it so difficult to clean up, and I feel like where I was at emotionally made it really difficult to clear up. There is my second pile, or third pile, which is massive. And here we are. Here's the pathway to the secret garden, and I'm very proud of all of this because I did it all by hand. In a lot of the other areas we used my dad's like chainsaw thingy, and so I'm very proud of all of the work that I did here. And I did cut the roots out of the ground here so that I wasn't tripping. Look how beautiful this tree is. So I've done a lot of work back here, obviously. And oh yeah, 4 piles. So this is my 4th pile. So I've cleared a path all the way to the edge of the property where you saw me come up in the forest earlier in the video. And I've cleared this whole area. And it's really cool because there's just so much usable space here. Look at this perfect space. I could have circles in here. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, and I'm really excited for what's to come. I have so many ideas. I love to come out here at the end of every day and just walk around and dream and think about everything that I could do, everything magical, all the ceremonies and rituals I could do back here. I'm very excited. Please like and subscribe. It really helps get these videos seen and support the channel so that I can keep making videos like this. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. There's a Winnie in the woods. Hi. A Winnie in the woods. Hi. Before I go, I actually just wanted to say how much the animals have been loving having the forest more accessible. I actually saw a bear use my pathway system, and that was so rewarding.